I arrived too early for my flight. The boarding announcement never came. That was the first thing I noticed when I woke up. I'd curled into one of those stiff airport chairs, backpack hugged to my chest, the red eye still hours away when sleep finally dragged me under. The terminal had been loud then, wheels rattling, tired laughter, a baby crying somewhere far off. Normal. Safe. Now there was nothing. Not silence, exactly. Airports never truly go silent. The lights hummed overhead. An escalator clicked endlessly, going nowhere. But there were no voices, no footsteps, no coughing, no announcements bleeding through cheap speakers. Empty. Every seat in the terminal was vacant. The coffee shop shutters were down, metal teeth locked tight. Departure screens glowed a sickly blue, frozen on the same time, 2:17 a.m. My phone lit up when I checked it. No service. 2:17 a.m. I stood, my footsteps too loud, echoing wrong, like the building was listening. I called out, "Hello?" and immediately regretted it. My voice didn't travel far. It felt swallowed. I walked towards security. The ropes lay coiled on the floor like shed skins. The scanners were dark. Beyond them, the terminal stretched impossibly long, gates repeating, identical, vanishing into shadow. That's when I noticed the footprints. They weren't fresh. No shine, no moisture. Just impressions pressed deep into the polished floor. Barefoot, slightly too long, toes dragging. They stopped right in front of the chair I'd been sleeping in, facing me. A laugh bubbled up in my throat, nervous, stupid. "Okay," I whispered. "Someone's messing around." The laugh died when the lights dimmed. Not off, just lower. Like the airport was settling into a deeper sleep. A voice crackled through the speakers. "Final boarding call." It wasn't distorted. That was the worst part. It sounded close, familiar, like my own voice, played back half a second too slow. "Passenger, please proceed to the gate." Every screen flickered. My flight number appeared on all of them at once. Gate 0. There was no gate 0, I knew that. Airports don't start at 0. The footprints began to move. They didn't appear one by one. They slid, as if whatever made them was gliding just above the floor, approaching without sound. I backed away, heart hammering until my shoulders hit glass. Outside the windows, there were no planes, no runway lights, just darkness, thick and endless, pressing against the glass like deep water. The footprints stopped inches from my feet. The speaker clicked again. "You fell asleep too early," it said gently. "Everyone does, once." The lights went out. In the dark, something breathed. Warm air brushed my ankle. When the lights snapped back on, the terminal was full again. People rushing, phones ringing, announcements blaring. A security guard was shaking my shoulder. "Ma'am, you can't sleep here. Flight's boarding." I stumbled up, dizzy, my mouth dry. The screens showed the correct time now. Normal gates, normal noise. As I walked away, I glanced back at the chair. For just a moment, I saw barefoot prints on the floor, facing the next person who had dozed off.